you a business lady. Really, I ain't that one to talk. Speak more through demonstrate. Original, I'm innovative. Stay fresh, I'm ventilated. Prime time, we syndicated. Picture what I'm illustrating.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Joining Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. With us this evening, WNBA legend Candace Parker. Hey, Candace.
Hey, thanks for having me. You're too kind, Brian. Hey, everyone.
We are now into November, so let's check in on the standings in the Western Conference. Taking a look at Los Angeles, early on, they've got the third best record. And, of course, the Dallas Mavericks, currently a ways below.
Well, right now for the Mavericks, just a really tough start to the season for them. Now, they're going to have a lot of catching up to do down the road.
I did not see this coming. I thought they were set up to have a great season. But, boy, it has been far from great up to this point.
Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleber and Porzingis, the combo inside. Luka Doncic is out there with Trey Burke. And it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. The 1-2 punch of George and Kawhi on the perimeter. And it's Rondo in at the point. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Pass to Ibaka. And they'll hang that foul on Maxi Kleber. That's his first foul of the game. Well, Luka Doncic, a player who has burst onto the NBA scene the last couple of years. Candace, did you think he would be this good so early in his career?
I did not, BA. Just the way that he changes speed. He plays the game at his pace, and whatever you guess as a defender, you're going to be wrong. You know, he's that guy that can really take on the scoring load and responsibility. So, yes, he is a dominant player, and no, I didn't think he would be this good.
The Luka magic is real. Ibaka for three. The shot won't fall, and it's Dallas the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
George with the bucket. Well, it feels like it's just a matter of time before a team hires a woman to be their head coach. Candace, how monumental an occasion will that be in your mind?
I think it'll be huge, but it'll be huge in the steps of how it will trickle down to other avenues of life. I think it's so important for everyone to view women as capable leaders. So the moment that step is taken, there's going to be so many more organizations and companies that hire women because they pay them.
Is that something Candace Parker would pursue?
I lack patience, so I can't coach. I'm going to be over here with you, BA.
Where you're most welcome.
Thank you.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And that sends Luka Doncic to the free throw line. They'll pin that one on Rajon Rondo.
Luka Doncic, shooting one.
That's good from Doncic.
Entering the league at just 19 years old, Luka Doncic has loads of experience overseas. Won an MVP in Spain, which is widely considered the second best league in the world. That's their plan to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And the WNBA continues to gain mainstream visibility. Viewership has spiked, especially in the last couple of years, Candace.
Yes, I think visibility is key, and that has to be on television, that has to be on social media. There's a number of ways to continue to increase that. Invest in women's sports, people. Think of the future.
Amen. Now here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Here's Porzingis. Count the basket.
At 7-3, tough to challenge Porzingis' shot without making contact. That could have drawn a whistle.
And Leonard, here we go. And that one drops. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. he should be on your radar all the time.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Kleba. Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And Brunson is subbed in for Burke. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And you knew you loved basketball early on, but when did broadcasting come into the picture, Candace?
Yeah, I grew up with 2 older brothers, and all we did was debate on our couch watching basketball. So honestly, I'd like to say I've been broadcasting since I can remember, but to have an opportunity to broadcast along some of the icons in the game, players that I grew up with, and like you yourself, just listening to all the time, it's a huge opportunity. I definitely don't take it for granted.
And as your brothers would add, Candace loves to talk.
They told you to say that, huh? They put you up to that.
Here's Doncic. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. It's rebounded by George.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
The Mavericks trailing. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. And Doncic with the jam.
That's what happens when you let Doncic get this close, using his vertical to perfection.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the first. And it's Jackson on the take. It's good. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Now here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Here's Finney-Smith. Three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Pass to Leonard. Up and over Doncic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
That's his first personal foul.
Look at the power and commitment from Kawhi. Even with the foul, he gets the shot off.
Man, he's checked in for the Clippers. Beverly comes in for George. First free throw is good. Burt's checked in for the Mavericks. And that's good as he hits both shots. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Cauley Stein. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss at the hands of the Pelicans.
That's a game they'd like to put in the rearview mirror. They know they treated it a little too lightly.
And obviously we know that's not how they usually play, but hey, they've got to perform better next time around.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Batum sets a screen. Here's Mann. Inside. Pass to Zubac. Fires the 3. The shot misses. Now here's Brunson. From deep. Dallas again missing. With 1 on the clock. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead, up by 3. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. Well, we're seeing veteran players extending their careers like never before. Rajon Rondo credits his disciplined training regimen.
I feel young, I feel athletic at times, I still feel fast, feel good, my body feels great. Lifting, yoga, whatever it takes to take care of my body.
All that core and flexibility work makes a difference, Grant.
It really does, and Rondo's natural athleticism helps too. Even losing a little bit of a step, he can still hold his own.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
Well, what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points, and their reserves delivered.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. Patrick Beverly out there with Rajon Rondo. And it's man in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Paul George, he's checked in for the Clippers. Brunson passes to Hardaway. Soft touch off the glass. Well, Candace, you're one of the most versatile low-post players to ever play the game. Now, that's something that's becoming the rule instead of the exception.
Yes, you got to be versatile in the low post, and that means being able to face up. That means being able to be physical and finishing around the basket. It's so important.
Counted from distance.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
From the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
They're also jumping on a lot of turnovers and making sure they turn them into points at the other end. You won't see them miss that one too many times.
Yes, let's look on the bright side. You got a great look. It's a play that you might want to go back to again.
Well, Candace, it's got to be great to have a daughter who can experience your career and achievements right alongside with you.
It's nothing like it. It's nothing like having to do what you say. Anytime I tell her a lesson or something, you know, there's always an ability to go on the computer and make sure mommy is doing what she says. So it's been a great experience. You know, all of my trophies, all of my accomplishments have been with Layla, and I wouldn't have it any other way, because it's really honestly us.
Well, maybe the best way to describe Candace Parker. She's a great mom. Count it. And now it's a 7-point Clipper lead.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Get free T-shirts.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for man. The Mavericks making a switch here. So a moment now to see the story for Marcus Morris.
And over the last 5 games, his field goal percentage has increased. And you can make a case his confidence as well because of this.
For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And with the new CBA, the WNBA reducing free agency restrictions for players. Candace, what effect do you see that having?
Well, this is going to empower players to be able to go and play for organizations they want to play for. It's very important to understand that this is a job. This is exciting, and you know, it is important to be a part of an organization that you want to. And so I think that this will just continue to empower players.
And you know, it doesn't hurt to have a little buzz around players going from one team to the next in the offseason. Now Los Angeles with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Throws it up high. And the jam by Ibaka.
I'll tell you, for a veteran, Ibaka still gets sky high on these alley-oops.
Doncic into the lane. And Doncic hammers it home.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Here's Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Here's Doncic. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
We've seen why Doncic is a perennial MVP candidate. He's taken over completely at the offensive end.
All right, how about our special guest, Candace Parker. Candace, thanks for coming by and dropping some knowledge on us.
I appreciate it. Happy to do it anytime, BA.
Well, it's always interesting to hear from a great announcer who also is a great player.
It doesn't always translate that way, but Candace is a special talent, and she puts in the work.
That was your Clippers Spirit Dance Team. Make some noise.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Beverly outside. Softly drops in the floater. Hey, Beverly's got his first 2 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass. Almost converts despite the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. He's off on the second.
And everyone knows what an elite defender Kawhi Leonard is. I mean, he's a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he can still shape games with his defense. Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition, just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Now here's Leonard. He's closely guarded. Missed inside. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
To the inside. Here's Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
And once you get the height advantage from there, no need to mess around.
The Clippers in the lead. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Shoots a fadeaway. The Mavericks pull it in.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Powell passes to Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And here's Leonard. Here's Beverly. Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires in the triple. Jackson's got 9.
Nice play. Usually, Reggie prefers to initiate, but this time gets it done off the catch.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Alongside Ty Lue. And, Coach, what's the focal point for this team as you approach the second half?
Just playing hard, first of all, and then playing with pace offensively. I've been doing a good job of getting to the basket. And then defensively, there's going to be some time to work things out, but they've been pretty good.
Pace so critical to your team's success this year. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break, ready for the third quarter.
And as we welcome you to the studio, we call your attention to the top performers for each team in the first half. Question for either of you. Were there guys around the league you enjoyed matching up with?
You know what? I always like playing Shaq because he's so exceptional and he presented such unique challenges. I even would say to Akeem, let me guard him sometime to make it even more challenging.
Well, I would love playing Kenny, Ernie. You know why?
Well, why?
Because he can't guard me.
And now for that first half we just saw, some good momentum leading into quarter 3 for the Clippers.
We have to recognize their bench play. Sometimes we overlook the second unit, but tonight they've been the key. The coaching staff has got to be loving this. Getting that extra boost is huge.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
And these weren't just putbacks and alley-oops. He was roaring to the rim and finishing.
Well, the pace of the game has picked up over the years. Grant, you played on teams that played all styles. Did you sense the direction the game was going in?
Yeah, towards the end of my career, BA, you could see that the up-tempo teams got more and more successful. So it was inevitable that other teams would follow suit. As we know, trends catch on fast and quick in the NBA.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Kleba and Porzingis, the combo inside. Luka Doncic is out there with Trey Burke. And it's Hardaway in at the three, the small forward. Doncic on the wing, shoots over Rondo. And there's Doncic. That's good on the assist by Porzingis.
Off the catch and shoot, Luka is just about automatic. Doesn't waste any time getting to his shot.
Here's Leonard. And a nice finish on the layup. Leonard's got 8.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Doncic with it. And Ibaka picks him up defensively. And he gets the bucket.
When you watch Luka play, you can't forget he's 6'7". He can more than hold his own inside.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And he recovers it. Ibaka with a screen on Kleba. Shot clock at 5. And the jam by Ibaka.
Wow, that was a nice athletic roll out of the screen. Ibaka moves with tremendous ease.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Brunson's checked in. And over the last 10 games, here's a look at the teams that have been putting up the most points. The Clippers, 4th.
This team has been on an absolute tear offensively. It seems like they're able to find a shot every trip down.
The Mavericks have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Doncic against Leonard. Pass to Brunson. Here's Burke. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Ibaka. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's George. Out to Leonard. From downtown. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Now here's Doncic. He's got 26, and the shot goes. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
Doncic on the wing. Leonard defending. That one drops for him. And now just a 3-point Clipper lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Doncic against Leonard. Pulls it in from the elbow. And there's another one for the Clippers.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Doncic passes to Kleba. Lays it up and banks it in.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
No, we're left to infer from the adjustments we see on the floor.
Completely new group for the Clippers. And the Clippers have possession. They've led by as many as 11. Beverly, the pass to Jackson. Zubac, screen. And it's Jackson on the take. Count that bucket. Jackson's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, Jackson's first step is dynamite. A big asset off the dribble.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And they recover it. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Here's Batum. Powell covers. Batum in the post. Working on Powell. Back to Batum. And it's going to be a 3-second call. This group of 4s and 5s have been unreal of late. The best shooting percentages for the bigs over the last 10 games. Fourth, leave it to Zubac.
The challenge for bigs is not only to create high percentage looks, but to also finish consistently. This group, they do just that.
Every one of them possesses a great touch around the basket. When they receive the ball in good position in the paint, it is just about automatic.
Too easy for a guy of his caliber. The D must put up more of a fight down there.
And you have other methods as well. You can deny or you can just front the post.
Here's Mann. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Pass to Cauley-Stein. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Beverly defending. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. The Clippers making a switch here. George is checked in.
Floor for your Clippers, Paul George.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third quarter. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Fades back. Mavericks with a rebound.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
The game now all tied up.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
George against Brunson. George outside. Some solid defense from Brunson. It's all tied in Los Angeles. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. George and Leonard at the 2 and the 3. Morris, the power forward, with Ibaka patrolling the paint. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Now here's Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. On target from range.
Having to rush that one. Ibaka keeps his head up, sees the clock running down.
Here's Brunson. Down low. Kleber's shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. George passes to Jackson. Ibaka with it. 4-3. Doncic pulls down the board. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. He takes it in. Off with the layup. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 2 from deep in this fourth quarter. To the paint. And he dunks it down.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
T-shirt time. Your Clippers.
Rondo, he's checked in for the Clippers. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over the break, I listened in on what the head coach for Dallas was getting across in the huddle. He likes the way they're pounding the ball inside. He said, keep working for high percentage looks. The more efficient that we can be down the stretch, the better chance we have of winning this game. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Dallas has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. And Doncic, here we go. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Doncic has got 32 points.
The strength and power of Doncic shows up every game. Very physical for his position.
Rondo's shot is off. For Dallas, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. And Doncic launches from deep. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Hardaway. Hardaway against Leonard. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
Doncic against George. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
In a funk this quarter, he's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Brunson with a double team. Pass to Leonard. Ibaka with a screen on Hardaway. Here's Leonard. And there's another one for the Clippers.
They're going old school out there now, working the mid-range part of the floor.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Launches a 3. Nails it from 3. And now it's a 10-point Clipper lead.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
They've taken nothing for granted. You can see they're playing the moment rather than the score.
And out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it.
That's what happens when nothing goes your way. You start to lose focus, and it makes matters worse.
Burt's checked in for the Mavericks. Here's Rondo. Now Los Angeles with it. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Leonard right side. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
One of the more instinctive passes over the last decade. Rondo quickly locates the open man.
And it's Burke missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Doncic right side. And Doncic with the jam.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Leonard. Drops in the layup for 2. Leonard's got 21.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
And here's Doncic outside. Knocks down the long J.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Hardaway against Leonard. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic on the wing. Checked by Rondo. Doncic, no good. I think a bucket here, Grant, would end this game.
Absolutely. That would put a bow on this one.
Oh, got that one up quick. And the Clippers lead by 11.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
They're going to win by a nice margin. The effort was there all night.
Now here's Leonard. George outside. Pass to Rondo. Now Leonard. This one for three. Good, and it's Rondo who picks up the assist.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Outside, Rondo. Kicks it to George. And an intentional foul right there.
Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks.
So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
Thank you, everyone, for making it out.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Home safely, and we'll see you.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, Kawhi, you had it going inside and out. It seemed like you were getting wherever you wanted on the court. Did it feel that way?
I was moving well. Overall, the team played well. They got me in my spots. They made shots, open the floor for me.
Always humble. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for being with us. And as we leave, we give you our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.